point is, Daniel Radcliffe, he brings something to the series in part two. He brings his charisma. I like what he brings. But the point about Daniel Radcliffe is that him and his father, it seems like every movie they create a new enemy because they're doing these magic tricks and they're like exposing people. So by the third one, I'm trying to figure out, okay, is some of the people gonna come back? They already kind of try to come back in the second one, but what is gonna happen in the third one? Is someone gonna come back from the past as far as someone they put behind bars or someone they exposed? Or is it gonna be something new totally? So like I said, I didn't really watch too much of the trailers. When the trailers come, I just put my head down or I'm in a theater and I go like, I'm not trying to see nothing right now. So I'm curious what the plot's gonna be. I know they're gonna do some form of a heist. That part was kind of given away in the trailer. When I looked down real quick, I saw that they're gonna be some type of heist or some type of diamond stuff. I don't know. But I'm curious what it all means. What is a heist for? I just like that there's heists in these magical films. And it's fun. I feel like when I watch both of these films, like everything is, they're very well paced. Because both of these movies, I'm pretty sure, were 2 hours. And when I watch both of them, I feel like the time went by so fast because I forgot a lot about what happened in part two. So it's basically like my first time watching it. And then also, like, the pacing, it just feels like they got the story so tight on these. So I'm curious how the third one's going to be and how tight the story is actually going to be with the third one. Because if it's any indication of how the previous two were, the story is nice and tight. Like, it's like once it starts getting to the races, and then once we kind of figure out what kind of tricks and what kind of themes is going to go on or who they're trying to expose, like, and the magic tricks, once that story kind of hits, it's like it builds up to like the final act. Like there's a trick one, trick two, trick three, and then the third one is like, okay, here's the reveal. And it feels like that system works really well. So I'm curious how it's really gonna manage with this third one, and I'm really excited to see it. I'm seeing it in like an hour or two, and like I said, if I don't like this movie, that means that, I don't know, it just means that they did something wrong, because I love part 1 and 2. And like I said, I thought it was the director. I thought maybe it's the same director, but no, they just pick really high quality, great directors. Like I said, director of part 2 is the guy who made Wicked. So like they picking people who know how to make movies, you know what I mean? So it's not just whether it be a magic movie or whatever, they picking people who know how to make movies, like good directors. So I'm curious how this is gonna all go down. And I don't know if Morgan Freeman, and the thing that makes me, it makes me a little sad. I see Morgan Freeman in part 1 and part 2, and he's already older, so I don't know how old he is, but I hope he's in this one a little bit. And his voice,